Hey folks, Atlas of M here. I wanted to say something real quick that I thought was kind of funny. This is me in a nutshell. So, I just recently watched a video on YouTube. I think it was entitled Why Black People Need a Few White Friends or something. And it was funny the way the guy was reacting to it. And I wanted to say something real quick because I'm sort of a doofus when it comes to this stuff. You see, I was a missionary kid, and before that, I was foster care. But I spent the teenage, really impressionable years in the Philippines. Then I was Navy, so I spent a lot of time overseas. When I first came back and started getting jobs in the U.S., right, like after I was done with the military and all that, I happened to take a truck driving job where I had to do truck driver training, all that stuff. And I noticed something odd, but not right away. This is how little I knew about racism when I first got to here. Um, there was like a group of white people and kind of like Mexican formed their own little niche over here. And then over here on the other bleachers was literally a crowd just of black people. And I didn't know squat about this. I grew up in a place where I was the only white dude in a crowd half the time, except for my parents or my siblings. So I really never encountered it. And I didn't think much of it. So I'm over there, I'm eating, it's lunchtime, we're on break, and the entire white crowd was kind of being boring. And like the white Mexican crowd, they were all kind of just standing there, right? Not really talking to each other unless they knew each other. And I looked over, and the other crowd was having a great old time, right? Laughing, just talking, having a decent time. And I was like, fucking, I'm going to go over there, right? I'm going to have a good time. So I go over there, and at first they're all looking at me funny, and I don't know what's going on, right? Again, I didn't grow up with this. So I'm standing there having a good time. I'm just kind of chatting. And finally, one of them looks at me. He's like, dude, you have to be the weirdest white person I've ever met. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're in Dallas, Fort Worth area, and you are a white dude just standing in a black dude crowd, just having a good time. And I was standing there at first, and finally it dawned on me that they had separated into these two groups. And I was, wait, why? Right? Like, I didn't get it. And the dude was like, that's kind of awesome. I've never seen this before, right? And I was just standing there like a doofus, right? Because I'm standing there with a hot dog, just kind of like, hot dog, good conversation, right? I was just being a dude. I didn't fucking know any better. And later that night, I became fast friends with these guys because I got to go over to play Xbox. I got to eat out at one of their cookouts, right? I even did a purely white dude thing, apparently. I brought over hot dogs because I happen to really like the big beef. Uh, they're almost like twice the size of a normal hot dog, and when you throw them on the grill, they're fucking amazing. Well, these guys were doing all chicken, right? Some burgers, I think, for a few of them, but mostly it was chicken, and it had been marinated really well. I brought over my hot dogs, and I was like, guys, I got hot dogs, I got ketchup, I got mustard, right? Let's have a great time. And they all just started laughing at me. And they cooked the hot dogs, and we all had a great time. Like, several of them ate the hot dogs. I have to say that, right? Like, several of them ate them, and they loved them. Admittedly, I ate more chicken than I did hot dogs because, well, they just did a really good job on the chicken. It was marinated, it was juicy, it was good. And I was actually just having a great time. And I remember some of the white guys looking at me like, dude, do you not know fear? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, nothing. You have to be the weirdest person I've ever met. And I was just kind of standing there like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick, right? Because, like, to me, it was something I didn't really grow up with. And so I was standing there like I didn't really know. So, anyways, that's the end of my rant. I just wanted to share that real quick, right? Because I thought it was kind of funny. And there you go.